In this 202 presentation, we will be looking at the creation of digital identity and how the internet as a medium has helped to change our lives for the better and perhaps for the worse as well. We will also be examining the lyrics from the song Mr. Roboto as discussed in the lecture a week ago. So the first factor that contributes to the structure of this robot figure in the middle is actually the essentialist identity. What is self? Taken from the lyrics of Mr. Roboto, my heart is human, my blood is boiling, and my brain is IBM. This suggests that the body and mind are separate identities. One example are alter egos, where we behave differently in front of different people. The challenges of maintaining this essentialist identity and separating the body and the mind from each other are the following. Identities are constructed and maintained via relationships. For example, when we were young, parental guidance would be the main factor in constructing our identity. As we grow older, the friends around us start to influence how we think, how we behave, and how we view the world. Secondly, identities originate in language and are maintained through interactions. One example that I can think of is racial identities. Be it Chinese, Malay, or Indian, we all have our own set of values that have been passed on from generations to generations. Thirdly, identities are susceptible to historical and geographical change. For example, immigration. Singapore is an island of immigrants where we accept immigrants all the way from America, China, India, and so on. Our forefathers are immigrants from other countries, yet we have formed our own national identity here in Singapore, showing how national identities can be changed. What is the result for the challenges in maintaining our identities? This shows that identities are changeable and contradictory to each other. This is in relation to the next set of lyrics from the song Mr. Roboto. So if you see me acting strangely, don't be surprised. Next, we look at how technology has led to the creation of digital identities. Technology is easy, fast, and helpful to us in carrying out our daily activities. Taken from the lyrics of Spikes again, I've come to help you with your problems so we can be free. This shows how improvement in technology has led to the increase in creation of digital identities. Digital identities have also helped to facilitate the postmodern self. Anonymity creates freedom that is not possible offline, and online identities are based on whatever one chooses to describe. This also means that we cannot judge a person based on what he describes himself as online. Multiple selves create environments of identity shifting, hybridism, and fluidity as well. Created identities, however, may be impossible offline. One example is an identity created in MMORPG as a Street Fighter, for instance. This will most probably not translate in real life for the person who created this identity. Over here, we can see how the changes in essentialist identity, technology, and the postmodern self will eventually start to lead to the creation of the robot, which may be our eventual evolution. Digital platforms have helped us to advance and also to share our own thoughts and feelings with the world. Firstly, personal homepages. Over here, you see the logos of certain very prominent social media websites such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on. What they all have in common is that they have personal homepages for the users, and these personal homepages help to organize, prioritize, and also recommend the user of which video clip to watch or which friends to follow. This helps us to sift out the not so important information and help us in order to reach our targets and goals more efficiently. Next, blogging. Blogging websites such as Blogspot, Tumblr helps us to express our own thoughts and feelings, such by giving a narrative of political issues or day-to-day accounts. This helps us to release and express our views and share them with the world. Secondly, trust and security is very important and required in blogging websites, such as putting a passcode on the website. I remember there was an instance about 1 or 2 years back where there was a JC student, a junior college student, who failed to put a passcode on the website, and in her blog she actually spoke about some very sensitive issues about education and her teachers as well. Hence, this shows how internet and blogging is very important in maintaining our social image. Thirdly, blogging also gives us our own personal space as a form of a diary and a collection of memories. In blogs, we not just write words, but also put photos of our friends, video clips, and so on. Taking from the lyrics of Stax again, I'm not a robot without emotions, I'm not what you see. And this can be seen from blogging, where technology has actually helped us to express our emotions instead of preventing them from expressing themselves. Thirdly, social networks. We see how social networks move towards recentering the online identity using visuals such as photo sharing on websites like Instagram, and the lifestyle preferences and explicit descriptions such as the About Me section on Facebook. Social networks deviate between the identity and society, where we are expressing ourselves yet interacting with our friends and families at the same time. Social networks make private life public. There is no control over what other people can post about you, such as unglam photos and status updates. From Stax, I'm just a man whose circumstances went beyond his control. Similarly, social networks are out of our reach and beyond our own control as well. Next, we look at the effects of these digital platforms. Firstly, avatars. Avatars are an interactive social representations of users, and they do not represent the self and are merely a tool to accomplish a task, such as a figure in an MMORPG game. This is not a real expression of ourselves and our thoughts and feelings. From Stax, I'm just a man who needed someone and somewhere to hide to keep me alive. We are hiding behind the avatars present in online games and online websites. Communication has deteriorated since the beginning of the digital identity age. there is a decline in ability to form interpersonal relationships and for us to express our emotions as well. In this picture, we can see, it's a picture from Storm, and we can see how the commuters in the train are all using their phones and oblivious to the surroundings around them, where an old woman is standing there and waiting for them to give up their seat to her. But they are all so engrossed in their own digital world. I am the modern man who hides behind a mask so no one can see. Are we hiding behind the mask of technology and reducing our own social awareness to the surroundings around us? Lastly, the physical form of us may change over time with the creation of digital identities. I am going to show you a short video clip about the observers, which are actually mythical characters from the TV serial Fringe. The bald-headed human-like creatures are actually the observers. And here are the characteristics. They are void of emotions, and they have high intellectual ability. As you can see from the video, they can control a man's thoughts and also exert mental pain to his brain and read his thoughts at the same time. They are advanced human beings. The question I want to pose out to you is this mankind's future evolution? Is this what we hope to become in the future? The problem's plain to see: too much technology. When we use too much technology, it will override our other abilities such as our emotional capacity to feel and to empathize with other people as well. So finally, we all need control, from Stikes 1983. I believe that as long as we control the amount of technology that's used at a certain level, we can maximize its potential and capacity to our own purposes and not let technology override us.